Hello and welcome back to another video. For those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Teacher Natalie. I am an online English teacher. I've been teaching online for over 3 years now, and I'm a keen traveller as well. I've travelled the world. I've travelled for the last 5 years to many different countries, so check out some of my videos on travel. There'll be more of those posted in time. In this video, I just wanted to talk about the pros and cons of being self-employed in 2022. This is just my experience, what I've experienced being self-employed, and I just want to share that with you today. I want to be very honest with what I'm about to share with you guys. So I'm just going to start off with the pros. I'm not going to list millions and millions of pros. I've just kind of highlighted a few, just otherwise this video is going to be really, really long. So I'm finding that there's more opportunities now in 2022. So obviously in 2015, I don't think there was many people. If they work self-employed, they were probably had their own business or something like that. There weren't a lot of easy options for people that could just go on the internet, sign up to do something and, make some money. There's so many options now. You can teach online, which is what I do. You could do print on demand, which is what a lot of people do. You can write blogs. You can be a virtual assistant. You can be a freelancer. You can sell courses, you can do YouTube as well. There's so many options for being self-employed. So that's a pro. That's a pro, especially in 2022. There's more options now than there ever was before. Being your own boss is really nice. If I ever go back to working in the workplace, then I think it would be really difficult for me to listen to an employer and work under people again. It's not something I would rule out if I could do, say, a part-time job or work for just a few hours a week. Working under a boss, that would probably be doable. But when you become self-employed and you're used to making your own schedule, it's giving yourself, the opportunity to live the life you want to. It's really, really nice. It's so nice. So being your own boss, it matures you as well. You're able to obviously do your own finances, and you've got to give yourself the right amount of work to be able to live, basically. Happiness. I'm a lot happier being self-employed. There's no bullying, there's no bitching, there's no stress from work as in employment, giving yourself targets, having to meet those targets. And again, you have control over your life, which obviously makes you happier. Okay, we'll go with cons now. Unpredictability. Unfortunately, there's a lot of unpredictability with being self-employed. Like anything, like starting your own business, for example, nobody knows who you are. So, for example, if you've got a brand of shoe that you have designed and you want to sell, and whether that's online or in a shop, nobody has heard of that brand because you're a new brand. If you called yourself the flower or the plant, maybe in 15 years you become as big as Nike, which would be a blessing, but nobody's heard of you. So unpredictability, no sales, no students, no income basically. For online teaching, it took me months before I got regular bookings, then built up a reputation. Obviously students can recommend you, and with sales, print on demand, I'm doing print on demand, and I've got 1 or 2 sales here and there, but nothing big, and that's a bit frustrating. No holiday or sick pay. I was really ill. I got stomach bug. I had food poisoning a few months back, and I had to cancel all my day's work with classes. So basically I had I can't remember how many students booked, but I think it worked out at about 6 hours worth of students that I just had to cancel. So some of them I had to even refund. They'd paid me, and I had to refund the money or reschedule and work a day. I got no pay, and it was stressful because I had to do all of that. So when you're throwing up, and then you've got to cancel all your classes and give a reason why you're cancelling, and that's obviously just for online teaching. But obviously, if you are working self-employed where you are doing something like online teaching, it's very frustrating. And there's no holiday pay as well. If you're working a job that gives you passive income, then of course holiday pay is not something you care about because you're probably on holiday as you're making passive income. But that comes from platforms that provide passive income. but just a normal job like freelancing or virtual assistant or online teaching where you are being paid by the hour or paid for the work you do, holiday pay, you're not earning any money. Loneliness. Nobody really talks about this. A few digital nomads have spoken about that. Loneliness, when they've been traveling the world, it just looks amazing for 99% of the time or 100% of the time. But loneliness is an actual thing. I mean, right now I'm in my house. Nobody's here. It's just me. I can teach and talk to my students, which is really lovely. But as soon as that class is over or the day is over, there's nobody here. I live with my parents, so I do have them, but I will be moving out soon. So basically, I've joined some online apps. They've really helped me. Basically, as I've been traveling for so long, I've come back to where I grew up, and most of my friends from school or college or work that I used to have from work have left or are no longer in contact with. So the best options for me is to go online and use apps to meet people, not dating apps, just friendship apps. I use Bumble, which is used for dating, but there's a BFF option. I've gone out and met people, gone bowling, gone roller skating. Joining a gym is a great idea as well. I know you have to pay obviously a monthly subscription. You get fit, but you can join classes, and that's a great way of meeting people. If you are self-employed, you've got a husband, you've got a wife, you've got a family, you've got friends from the neighbourhood, you've got old school friends in your village, then loneliness is probably not a problem for you. But if you're a digital nomad, you're travelling all the time and you're busy working and you don't necessarily have a lot of friendships, loneliness can be a huge con actually. It's not something that's really spoken about enough, but I struggled with that, especially during the pandemic. Another con, be patient. It takes a long time to build up a reputation, whether that's with students, selling products. You've got to learn a lot about a business before you see results. And you can burn out. I've burnt out. I spent hours and hours uploading products or creating lessons for students for them not to sell and for me not to get enrollments and for me not to sell a product. So just kind of play around with it, see what works for you. I'll leave a list of some great side hustle ideas for you. Obviously, they're not all linked to online teaching. I'll obviously respond to any requests or any questions about being self-employed in 2022. So thank you very much for watching my video. Take care, guys. Bye.